first get to the home, you want to locate your hose bib coming off the residence. Secondly, you want to inspect the condenser and make sure it's clean of debris, it's functioning properly. Locate the breaker box, and then we'll begin the install. Okay, so today we're going to unbox our Caligo. You have your box lid here, and we have our control unit, we have our sensor, our hardware kit, and our new valve. Also comes with a spike drain that we install for systems that do not have a drain. On this system there is a drain that we're going to utilize in the back down there. We're going to use that as our main drain. At the bottom of this you're going to see we include 25 feet of hose and 25 feet of wire to hook up the system. Your hose bib, this is an extender. You notice a little hole, it comes with a fitting. These will be black or white. They screw in pretty simple. They come with a serial number for the unit and the customer's warranty card along with our personal information. Our temperature sensor goes on top of the condenser. They come with our nozzle kit, a drain line kit, a hardware pack, includes your zip ties and all your mounting hardware, and of course your system. Okay, so the filter is going to come two ways. It's either going to come with this speedy clip or a set of large zip ties, and we're going to mount it to the bottom of the condenser right in this location here. Before we get into this and we start actually wiring, we're going to disconnect the main power breaker, which is right here. And the way you do that is just grab these two tongs, pull it out, set it aside. Next, we're going to access our power. We're going to remove the screws around the inspection panel. We carefully pull this off. Inside of this box, you're going to find the wires we hook into, which are these little guys right here. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our wire supplied and we're going to put it through the grommet through here, and we're going to peel that sheathing back, and then we're going to hook our temperature sensor wiring into this same wire. You're going to hook up your common directly to the main common coming in. And the way we do this is it loops through the system. So one end of the temperature sensor actually goes on your return to the box, and the main power goes to your 24 volt supply. So it takes 24 volts, runs up through your sensor, back out and back to the box. And when the temperature is perfect, the system will turn on and off automatically. So what we've done is we've isolated which wire is your 24 volt. So on this system, the white wire here is your 24 volt power in, and your red would actually be your common. We're hooking our common back into our normal wire here. That's this little black guy, goes all the way back to our Caligo box. That's the common. So these two wires are coming out of the sensor. The one wire goes right back to our output of our box. This goes all the way back to our main Caligo box. This other wire is our 24 volt power we tested earlier. That's going to run up through our sensor, and when the sensor tells it to turn on, it will send power back to our Caligo box. Okay, so now we're working on our control box, and this is our positive 24 volt wire we had coming in from the condenser, and that's our common from the condenser. And we're just going to hook that up by pushing the 24 volt supply into this guy. And then we're going to take our common and we're going to slide it right in that connector, shut it, make sure it sticks, and that's it. What your temperature sensor should look like. It should be mounted right in this general area right here, attached in with our ties and our kit, just like that. We've reinstalled the inspection cover. We've ran our wiring through back to our box. We have our feed line coming off of our new valve. Goes into the bottom inlet of the system. This line is coming out, that's our outward, and that goes to our filter. And the way I ran it was down, around, and it plugs into the single port on your filter. Okay, so we're going to hook up our main line to our nozzles. And that is the center port of our filter. Do not mistake it as the bottom. It is the center. Okay, there's two ports. This is our drain tube. This is our pretty water. You're going to take our fitting, push it straight in, pull back, make sure it's in all the way, and it's going to run around the condenser and start the system all the way around to our first nozzle. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take our nozzles that come in the kit, and it sprays about a 12 to 13 inch pattern, so it'll cover this entire side. And we're going to push it straight in, and we're going to mount it centered close to the top, because as it fills with water, it's going to drain down the system a little bit. So that's about the approximate location. I like to be about 2/3 up. And then we'll do an additional piece of line around the side and hook to the next nozzle. Okay, so what we just did is we install all the nozzles. We go around. There we go, like I talked before. Put it in the center of the condenser. Goes around the end. Put multiple zip ties along it to hold it in place, make it nice and pretty. Make sure after you're done, you cut these with flush cuts. We don't want anybody cutting their finger. So nice flush cut pliers all the way around. And then this will be your end nozzle, just dead ends. So that'll be the end of the loop. All right, so next we're going to install our drain line. First thing you want to do is put our restrictor valve in. The little white guy comes in the kit. Push it right in the tube. Then that gets pushed in the bottom fitting and pull back, make sure it's set. Then you're going to run this line down to the drain or the spike drain, either one you choose. And then we'll get this other restrictor, a little flow restrictor in the bottom to adjust how much it flows. And before we bury it, we're going to adjust the pressure with this. That's it. Next thing we do is we reinstall our power. Make sure it's the right way. It is keyed. Make sure you put it in the correct position so that it actually turns back on. Okay, make sure that's shut again. And then what we're going to do is we're going to turn on the water supply to the system. Okay. Bleed it. And then ask the homeowner to turn on the air conditioner.